Mark 16:5 says this, when they entered the tomb, they saw a young man clothed in a white robe sitting on the right side. The women were shocked, but the angel said, don't be alarmed. You are looking for the Jesus of Nazareth who was crucified. He isn't here. He is risen from the dead. Look, this is where they laid his body. You know, this week a lot of people go on to a pilgrimage to Jerusalem. They go to a pilgrimage to Jerusalem and they tour the places where Jesus walked. They follow a path called Via Dolorosa, which is called the Way of Suffering. And they follow his path from the cross to the tomb where the resurrection could occur. And you might say this, you might say, well, that's a very weird thing. Well, I'm telling you, it's not a weird thing. People go to tombs all the time. They go to tombs all the time. The pyramids of Egypt are famous because of the mummified remains that are inside of them. Westminster Abbey in London is famous because of all the kings and the nobility that were buried and entombed inside of them. Arlington National Cemetery is a place that is revered by most Americans because the men and women that served our country and often paid the ultimate price are entombed there. The Prophet Muhammad from Islam, false Prophet Muhammad from Islam, is buried inside of a concrete tomb. And his followers travel thousands and thousands of miles to simply touch it. The tomb of Jesus is definitely venerated. People go and they view it, but there's something different about the tomb of Jesus than all of these other things. Those other tombs, people are going for the remains that are inside of them. The tomb of Jesus is famous because it is empty. Because there is no one in there. The tomb of Jesus requires answers. It screams for answers. Because the tomb of Jesus is different than every other tomb. It's different. It calls out to science. It calls out to philosophy. It says, explain this empty tomb. Explain this person that died on the cross in front of so many people, that was buried here. Why is this tomb empty? It cries out to history. It cries out to history. And it says, history, if you're supposed to repeat yourself, why has this never been repeated? Why has it never been repeated? It calls out to time. And it says, time, forget this event. It was so long ago. Can't forget the event. You want to know why we can't forget the event? Because the saints of God are still marching on. The saints of God are taking the message of Jesus Christ and the hope that's found with them. And they're saying, I'm bringing it to the farthest ends of the earth. I'm doing it at great cost. I'm opening up hospitals and I'm opening up orphanages and I'm feeding the poor. And I'm not doing it just because I want to be a good person. I'm doing it in the name of Jesus Christ who sent me. Time can't forget it. And then to you and to me today, there's a different thing. You say, what's that? It says to you and to me, you need to believe this event. You need to believe into this event. Because you can look onto an empty tomb from a distance and never go in. And the significance of it all will go right by. You see, you today, this could just be another Easter for you. Or this could be the Easter where God makes himself very, 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 very real to you. The Lord of Lords and the King of Kings is ready to move that stone in your life this very morning.